A journey into the past begins with the unique story of an orphan who envisioned something exceptional. The birth of one of the most renowned watchmaking companies, Rolex. Challenging all odds, young Hans Wilsdorf embarked on an extraordinary life path. Wilsdorf's childhood was far from luxurious. As an orphan, he knew hardship intimately. But this didn't deter him. He channeled his energies into learning, voraciously consuming knowledge from every source available. With an insatiable curiosity about timepieces and an uncanny business acumen, Wilsdorf started off as an apprentice at a London watch export firm. Those daunting experiences served as his stepping stones to success. Wilsdorf's keen eye for the potential of small-scale timekeeping devices took a fortuitous turn with the advent of wristwatches towards the end of the 19th century. Recognizing their overlooked potential, Wilsdorf laid the foundation for his business around the idea of creating functional, yet elegant wristwatches. Wilsdorf refused to compromise on the quality of his product. Importing small, but crucial, components from Swiss and Germany, he aimed at building watches that combined precision, reliability, and robustness. This commitment to excellence would become the bedrock of the Rolex brand. In 1905, along with his brother-in-law Alfred Davis, he founded Wilsdorf and Davis, which later became Rolex. The name Rolex, an amalgamation of the words horological excellence, was symbolic of the vision Wilsdorf had for his company. The path to success was not without its tribulations. Wilsdorf had to contend with staunch traditionalists who dismissed the wristwatch as a mere novelty. But he believed in his product and its promise to offer accurate timekeeping coupled with the aesthetic appeal of a piece of jewelry. World War I provided the much-needed traction for the wristwatch industry. Pocket watches were impractical for soldiers, and the resilient, accurate Rolex wristwatches filled the void. The roaring success of these trench watches marked a turning point for the wristwatch industry. Post-war, Rolex continued to push boundaries, constantly innovating and striving for perfection. To prove the resilience of his brand, Wilsdorf subjected his watches to rigorous tests. He introduced the Oyster, the first-ever waterproof wristwatch, in 1926. The 1930s brought about many more firsts. In 1931, Rolex invented the self-winding mechanism with a free rotor, later named the Perpetual. This technical tour de force fueled the popularity of the brand, establishing it as an icon of mechanicals perfected. The technological strides continued into the 1940s. The brand unveiled the bubbleback timepieces featuring automatic winding. The 1945 Datejust was the first self-winding wristwatch to feature a date window. The brand introduced Turnograph watch in 1953. The fascination does not end here. The brand continued its pursuit of transcending the limits of mechanics. The late 1950s and early 1960s saw the introduction of timepieces that could display not just the time and date but also the day and night. The 1970s and 80s were also a period of great innovation for Rolex. Although quartz watches were marking their presence, Rolex remained committed to the craftsmanship of mechanical timepieces that told a story of precision attained over centuries. The 1990s witnessed a Rolex resurgence, with the debut of the Rolex Professional Sports Watch range. These timepieces were tailored for specific tasks, reflecting the brand's combination of aesthetic appeal with practical functionality. The first decade of the new millennium also saw Rolex asserting its position as a leading innovator in the watch industry. The brand introduced a completely new movement, the Caliber 4130, in 2000 for their sports chronograph, the Rolex Daytona. As we approach the present day, Rolex continues to craft exceptional timepieces, renewing its commitment to pushing the frontiers of horological innovation, staying true to Hans Wilsdorf's vision of creating timeless works of art that encapsulate the spirit of their wearers. Every Rolex invention, every bold step, resonates with the values of precision, performance, prestige, and innovation. Even after more than a century, the pioneering spirit of Hans Wilsdorf remains at the heart of the company, inspiring generations that adorn the Rolex. Every man and woman who possess a Rolex carries with them the maturity of endless evolution, the result of ceaseless striving for the highest standards of perfection, the tale of a brand that dared to set new benchmarks. On the eve of the brand's centennial, we can undoubtedly say that the Rolex Foundation, built metaphorically on the dream of a young orphan's advancement in the world, remains as sturdy and as robust as the oyster that marked the brand's monumental 1926 breakthrough. It's not just a history we narrate but a saga that echoes the future of horology, a tale enshrined in moments of time that every Rolex watch cherishes. Each tick is a testament to a past that instills in every new generation the philosophy of ahead of one's time. And as the timeless hands of a Rolex keep moving, the promise ahead is one of transformation, edging closer to a future where our understanding of time itself might evolve at the crossroads of technology and tradition. Bringing the narrative to today, we reflect upon the epoch-making journey of Rolex. From an orphan's tenacious dream, to assembling the finest craftsmanship, these paths continue to shape the world of horology, inspiring society to attempt echoes of similar greatness. From humble beginnings to being sworn upon by pioneers, adventurers, kings, and presidents, every Rolex reverberates tale of struggle, aspiration, and perseverance, a narrative that has and will continue to shape the epochs of time. As we invite the next century of Rolex, we see a future graced by innovation, couched in tradition, and poised to redefine boundaries. We stand on the brink of an exciting horizon, full of promise and infinite opportunity. The future belongs to those who can seize the power of time. Rolex. A name that reverberates with the history of time. A symbol of human endeavor. A testament to the power of dreams. Born out of an orphan's unyielding ambition to change the world, every second lived on a wrist adorned by a Rolex echoes a harmony of success and inspiration. As the curtain closes to this unprecedented journey, one thing remains certain: time will continue to inspire humans to create, innovate, and break boundaries. And the name Rolex shall persist to lead the grand orchestra of time, as it has done for over a century, bearing the legacy of a dreamer and resonating the eminent solo beats of triumph. As we toast to the past, celebrate the present, and embrace the promising future, we do so with a symbol that captures the essence of time. The journey of a young orphan boy who built the very bedrock time stands upon today, the timeless, impeccable, and unprecedented Rolex. Unwaveringly, the same spirit that fueled youthful Hans Wilsdorf drives the stature of his brand even today, that of aiming higher, of moving forward, and of never losing sight of the intrinsic value of time. This innate quality etches time not just on the firmament of our years but in the chronicles of mankind's triumph. We leave you to ponder, to dream, and more importantly, to appreciate the true essence of time, the embodiment of past experiences, present moments, and future aspirations. The simplest of things challenge our perceptions, help us understand life better, and compel us to push beyond the known. With this, the journey of time's convoy, laden with unique, extraordinary captures, halts only for a flicker, one marked by the bow to the watchmakers of Rolex, dedicated to the spirit of time, challenging the future with the unbroken beat of the past. All that's left to be said is, the dance between the hands of the Rolex and our lives will continue, shaping our stories, adding to their legacies, and marking the grind of innovation's relentless pursuit. The time comes when we must say goodbye, leaving you with a thought to carry forward. Let's not merely keep pace with time, let's set it. To conclude, stay ever inspired by those who dream as Rolex's founder did, challenged by their rebellious spirit, for when we change the course, we craft the very fabric of time. Let's delve into future seasons, embracing the chronicles that remain untold, carried forth by wrists that wear the unparalleled Rolex.